Hello, everyone. There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live today. So, today we are talking about the third eye chakra in cats. And we're going to take a few moments today to understand what the third eye is used for, how it connects with cats, how our cats use it to connect with us. I'm also going to tell you about how it can become unbalanced, how you can help to balance it, and what to look out for. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julianne Thorne. I'm a holistic cat therapist and soul activator for cat guardians. And I'm here as part of Naturally Cats, which my mission is to give cats a voice and to change the world's perception of cats. So welcome, and it's lovely to have you here. If you're catching this on replay, I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you for tuning in. So come into the comments, let me know where you are, let me know where you are in the world and how we are connecting today, and let's get started. Hi, Pam. So let's talk about the third eye in terms of the position of the body. Now, if you don't know what chakras are, be sure to watch my other video, which I've put a link in the comments below. I think I will need to double check that. What chakras do cats have? And that will tell you all about them. We're not talking about that today. Today is specifically about the third eye. Now, the third eye chakra is, as it says, it is literally right here. And it's the same with a cat as well. Okay. So I'm looking up because my boys are up there. So if I get a picture of Leo, hang on a second. There we go. Should have got my props ready beforehand. So this is a picture of Leo. It is here. Okay. Literally like right in the middle. It's not the top of the forehead. It's right in the middle here between the eyes. Now, what you'll find is there may be some cats that like you to stroke this area. Okay. It is one of the easiest ways to connect with your cat and to manage their energy with their third eye. But we'll come on to that more more in a moment. So it's located here, like it is for us humans. And for cats, this chakra it's really the start of the connection between their physical body and their spiritual body. So we've talked about the heart. That's where they are centered and connected with us. We've talked about the throat, okay, their sense of self-expression. But when we come up to these two chakras, and we'll be doing the crown chakra next time, the third eye and the crown are really where the cat anchors into their connection to whatever you subscribe to. So God, universe, source, divine, whatever it may be for you, whichever word you align with. I generally call it universe or source. And for the third eye, it's really how the cat connects the energy of source of the universe to their physical body. And the way that they do that is through their connection with us. So our soul contracts are connected here between ourselves and our cat. So in humans, the third eye is connected with our sense of intuition. Now, what happens between us and our cats, or any other animal, but obviously I am all about cats, is that we have almost like a silver cord. Okay. We have a connection with every cat that we come into contact with, even those that we meet on the street. But what happens with them when they are ours, when we are their guardians, when they live with us, when they come to stay with us, when we have longer with them, is that we create this bond, this connection. And I don't just mean like we love them very much. I don't just mean that we understand their rhythms and routines. There is a spiritual connection between the two of us. Okay. Now, if you've got more cats, it happens with more cats. I've got one with baby Max. I've got a connection with Leo. So the third eye is where our promise is, if you like. Now, if you don't know what a soul contract is, I've got another video. What is the soul contract with my cat? I will drop a link below in the description so that you can catch up on that video as well. I tell you in there how to find your soul contract with your cat and what to do with that. So our soul contracts sit here. Now, unfortunately, one of the easiest ways for our cat's third eye chakra to become blocked is when we aren't following our true purpose. When we are particularly lost in our head. Now, I talk a lot about anxiety in cats, anxiety in humans. I help anxious cats. I help anxious humans with anxious cats. I help anxious humans. Now, we live in a very busy world. There is inputs coming into us all the time. We are all doing a lot. Okay. Now, what can happen because we're humans and we're trying to get through the day, we're trying to do our best, even though it may not feel like it, we can get lost and stuck up in our heads. Our thoughts go on repeat. We get lost in anxiety, in turmoil, in stress, in worry, in doubt, in fear, and really heavy emotions. And that can unfortunately cause a blockage with our cat's third eye. Now, let me be clear. You're not causing them any pain. You're not doing it intentionally. The cats know this. They understand this. Our cats are with us to teach us. Every single cat is unique. Every single cat is sentient and sensitive. So if you are in a situation where you're not following your soul's true purpose, you're not being guided by your intuition and your third eye is potentially blocked, that's okay. Like, our cats know you're doing your best. So, for example, when I worked at my corporate job, I had a lot of physical pain and issues with RSI and stuff because my body was trying to tell me that I wasn't following my true soul's purpose. Okay. Now, what I experienced with my cat at the time, Pickle, is that she would hide away. Now, this is some of the things to look out for if you are concerned that your cat has got a blocked third eye or an imbalance in their third eye. So she would hide away. She would hide away under blankets. Okay. She wouldn't like a lot of noise, basically kind of like symptomatic of a headache. Now, what happened was when I left my corporate job, that changed. So we know if we're not following our intuition. And again, like I said, it's not always easy to do that. And I understand that. Things that I share with you in these videos, on these lives, in my other content, it's never from a place of judgment. It's a place to give you information, to give you food for thought. In my Become a Soul-Led Cat Guardian program, we talk about being up in our heads and actually how it is a daily thing, a daily option, a daily choice to come into our heart space, to lead from our intuition. So the third eye, literally up here, connected with our soul contracts, with our cats, where we are deeply connected to our cats. The more that you can follow your guidance, your intuition, your sense of self, your purpose, come from your heart space, the more you will help to balance your cats. Now, I know, trust me, as a cat guardian, sometimes it's easier to do things for the boys. Putting down a herb garden, getting them to the vets to get them checked out, opening the cat flap, putting down good food, playing with them. When I do things for the boys, I feel like I'm making a difference. I feel like I am looking after their health and well-being, and that is my priority. However, we need to be a priority as well as, instead of, the whole, oxygen mask on the airplane thing. So I appreciate this may not resonate for everyone. And I also understand that it might be a bit difficult to actually even conceive of prioritizing yourself ahead of your cat. However, particularly when it comes to the spiritual and physical connection for you, for your cat, one of the easiest ways you can support them energetically is to manage your energetic health and well-being, which is leading from your intuition. It's getting help to come out of your head, which is what I do. So let me just review my notes because I want to make sure I cover everything because there is a lot of information that I wanted to share. So we've talked about where it is physically in the body. We've talked about how you are connected with your cat and the soul contracts that sit there. So just a bit more on if it's out of balance. So we've mentioned that the cat may look like they're suffering from headaches. You may see cats where they are pushing, pushing something against their head. They are headbutting or leaning against like a bookcase, or in Pickle's case, she was under the chair, under the blanket on the chair, head like literally sort of shoveled into the cushion. You might find that they hide away, okay? And again, it's really about focusing on what is going on with their head. They may have ear or eye discharge. They may have runny discharge, or it could be sticky and gunky. Those two things are really indicative of the energy flow. So if you've got really sticky, thick gunk in the ears or coming from the eye, that generally would indicate, hopefully, that you've not got a serious issue. Go to the vets, get it checked out. As always, energy work is no replacement for veterinary care. But if you are working with energy and you see gunky discharge, that generally shows that there is a blockage because the energy is not flowing. Okay, if you've got like ooze coming out of the eyes, it's like a weeping type eye or ear, then that generally means there is an overactive because it's coming out. Does that make sense? So when you associate the physical symptoms with the energetic, you can understand why the body is doing what it's doing. Okay. So look for any kind of form of discharge with the eyes and the ears, and just be mindful. Have a look and see where your cat is going when they're having kind of downtime, and whether they are hiding away. Now, not an aggression kind of fear hiding away, but almost like, oh God, I just can't bear to be with everybody. It's just all a bit too much. Okay. That will also help you to understand what's going on with the third eye. Now, when your cat has a third eye chakra that's in balance, what you'll notice is they anticipate your moves before you do them. So they'll get up and start walking to the kitchen just before you do, or they'll come with you up the stairs, or they'll be 2 steps ahead. Now, it's not about them rushing in front of you to get your attention. It's a different energy. It's a different emotional state than that. It's about them understanding before you've even had the thought, which takes a few milliseconds or whatever it is to happen, your energy has already anticipated it and is moving that way. They feel that. One of the other things to think about is that also you will be able to connect with them intuitively. So by that I mean, baby Max can be outside 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I can go to the back of the fence and call him in verbally, vocally, or I can sit in the front room, which I do many, many times, and I will call to him, not out loud, not using my voice, but intuitively from my third eye. If you looked at me, I would just look like I was just sat here, just kind of like being quiet, not doing anything. But actually, when I bring my attention into my inner world, I am able to call to him, like using my voice in my head, basically. And many, many, many times he comes home within 10 minutes. Like, you could call it a coincidence if that's the way your mind works. I don't believe in coincidences. I always replace the word coincidence with synchronicity, and it helps me to feel more aligned. So let me just double check. Significance of the third eye, how it connects you, create and settle, clear. Okay, so one of the ways to consider balancing and working with your cat's third eye, almost said throat, is to work with the energy itself. Okay, so everything that I've talked about here and more is in my cat chakra book. Okay, you can get a signed copy from my website, naturallycats.co.uk. It's got information about all of the 7 chakras in there and more. I talked to you about how to use energy, how to sense and feel and even create energy, how to manage it in your cat, and how to support their energy centers. Okay. If you sign up to my newsletter, you get the first chapter for free. And I'd love to hear in the comments, if you've got the book, what you think and which is your favorite part. So when we look at working with the third eye, one of the simplest ways, like I've said, is to use physical touch. Now, you don't need to be like heavy-handed. You don't need to use the whole of your hand. You just need to use one single finger and be as light as you can. This isn't about pressure. You don't need to be heavy-handed with it, okay? So just a really gentle stroke. If you feel so inclined, you can use words either verbally out loud or in your inner world from your intention. I offer you the opportunity to heal. I clear and cleanse this energy center. I offer you balance and energetic support. Okay. That will help to move the energy. You might want to, if you are practicing energies, to use 2 fingers and just hold it. If I can turn which way, let me see. And just holding it above the third eye, not touching, and just gently go up and down, maybe side to side, and see what you can notice. You might want to close your eyes. This is for those of you that are curious about energy. If you want to give it a sense and a feel, rub your hands together, get your fingers moving, and just have a feel around your cat's third eye. If you want to practice on yourself, you can do. So using the physical touch and movement, okay? There's also color therapy, which I've talked about in previous videos. There are herbs and crystals. Again, all of the information is in the book. If you look here at the colors for the chakras, the colors for the chakras. Generally, when it comes to crystals that are those colors are what are aligned to balancing them. Now, using crystals with cats, make sure that you use a piece that's big enough they're not going to swallow it. Never leave a cat unattended. Make sure they're cleansed, etc. Everything is in the book. One of the ways that I wanted to talk about today is music. Now, this is one that we haven't mentioned before. And again, you can use this for any of the chakras. Each chakra has its own frequency. Each of them vibrate at a different energy. Okay. Now, with the third eye, it's a beautiful way to connect with your cat with music, to allow the frequency of the sound to support and strengthen your connection with them. So I'm not talking about heavy metal. I'm not talking about drum and bass. And if you like that music, great, have it on in the car or, with headphones. But remember that music has its own frequency. And when you play music in the house, your cats can feel it. So if you're playing, ragey, angry kind of drum and bass music, that frequency will be felt through others in the home. So consider what music you are exposing yourself to, what sound you are exposing yourself to, and your cat. There's a reason why a lot of cats will join you in meditation. When we have the Soul Circle class, which we do every month, so many cats come on camera. When I start talking and we do the meditation, so many of them come to be with their guardians. So you don't have to meditate for 20, 30 minutes. You can do, again, 3 to 5 minutes. You may want to use guided, you may want to use just simple music, but music is a brilliant way to help you soften your body, your posture, your breath, which your cat will feel, okay? So consider bringing in music into your home, calming, relaxing, nature sounds, which also for a cat will also help them to provide mental stimulation with nature sounds. And then, like I said, there's the biggie, which is your soul purpose. There is you identifying and acknowledging, am I in my head right now or am I in my heart? Am I stressed and overwhelmed? Am I anxious? Am I worried? Am I fearful? Am I thinking about the bills? Am I worried about, work? And if the answers to those sorts of questions are yes, make some time for you, my love. Make some time to nurture yourself. Even if you go out for a walk and then come home, your cat will feel the shift in your vibration. They are like sponges. They really are. They are so sensitive to our energy, our essence, and our connection. And what you may find is, when you are more stressed and things, your cats will be with you. When you are more stressed, your cats may hide away from you. When you are making the time for yourself, they come closer because they can feel the shift in your vibration. So let me just double check. I've covered everything. Yes. The last point I just want to mention is tenderness. Tenderness with yourself, tenderness with your cat. If you are having cuddles and brushes and strokes, it's not about being fierce and strong and loved up with them. Okay. It's about being tender and soft and gentle. Remember, the third eye is only 2 chakras from the heart. And actually, if you think about it, physically for us and for cats, they are quite close together. So giving your cat the opportunity to feel that deep connection with you, not just from the heart space, but also from their third eye, following your intuition, using yourself to sense and feel their energy, to notice if they share with you any messages, to lean into this soul to soul connection that each and every one of you has with them, that is going to strengthen their third eye. Yes, you can give color therapy, you can use sound, music, crystals, herbs. I am such a huge believer and fan of all of those. And the third eye is almost like the second most important in terms of our connection. The first being our hearts, fill it with love, connect with your cat, and then use this connection that you have with them. Okay. So let me just take into the comments. Oh, hi, Jack. Lovely to hear from you in Detroit, Michigan. Brilliant. Just about to head off. No worries. Pam, I love using sound therapy for cats. Awesome. Fabulous. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, my love, and thank you for being here with me live, everybody. And I really hope that you enjoy the replay. If you've got any questions about the throat chakra, drop it into the comments below. And don't forget, like I said, you can get the book from my website, naturallycats.co.uk. If you'd like to find out more information about the Become a Soul-Led Cat Guardian program, that's also on my website. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Lots of love. Bye for now.